Good morning, kids. Hooty-hoo! Garrett, what's shaking, brother? Are you there? Anyway, I can't hear you. I can't see you, but if you're there, that's great. I'm recording this thing live. Going to be posting this out. Going to be sharing it up on YouTube. And, I just got to tell everybody, as I've been researching and learning about this latest government
situation, that can start right away. Not that all these companies break up all the workers or out of judge.
So as I've been, sorry about that, everybody. Garrett, make sure to mute yourself so that the stuff that that's on your end doesn't come through on the live recording. But anyway, so you guys, I've been learning about this disease and what this latest virus, that the government has created, and it is a fact that it was created in a laboratory. So, whatever. You guys, all you people out there who love government and think government's the answer to everything, I'm telling you right now, I'm hoping, my prayers are that what's going to come out of this is that people are going to develop a massive distrust of government, kind of like I have. I have a tremendous distrust of government. I don't even think it's necessary, but that's beyond the point for this particular episode. They say that this thing starts in the throat, where what you end up with is like a sore throat, a really sore throat. And I haven't really had a sore throat, and I can't even remember the last time I had a sore throat beyond this one that I'm going to talk about today. So anyway, I'm going to make this quick because I got to go help somebody get some stuff going on today. And I got a whole bunch of flyers that I got to deliver around my neighborhood, letting people know that I can give them as much of this water as they need, as they want, as they're willing to come get. But anyway, so let's get right to it. On Christmas Eve, that's why this is so memorable to me, because it happened on Christmas Eve last year, 2019, Christmas Eve. This thing had been going on since like in the October timeframe. So from like October to the end of December is what we're looking at. And during that time frame, I certainly wasn't practicing any social distancing. And quite frankly, I'm not going to practice that. I think it's a bunch of nonsense. I think this whole thing is just an absolute bunch of nonsense. And I also think that we have the solution. I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to say that this is any kind of cure or anything, because it isn't. Quite frankly, Kangen water is not a cure to anything, you guys. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing out there that Kangen water is the cure to, because it doesn't cure anything. All it does, you guys, this is important for you to remember. Our body is the cure. This thing right here, this freaking amazing machine that God gave us. This thing is designed to heal itself. And you cut yourself, it heals itself. You don't need really to do much of anything. All you got to do is just take care of this. You got to give it more electron donors than you give stealers. And the problem is most everything you're drinking, most everything you're eating, it's stealing electrons from your body versus donating them. I put out a post this morning asking questions about that. What do you think's better? Do you think it's better to give your body that runs on electrons something that steals electrons from your body, or something that gives them to your body? Seems pretty freaking amazingly obvious to me. But anyway, so on Christmas Eve, Tina and I, my sweetie, my better 99%, we have a ritual that we do every Christmas Eve. We always watch It's a Wonderful Life, and we've been doing that now for going on 30 years. And I always cry, by the way. I got 30 years worth of wonderful life, and at the end of it, and during the thing, I'm always crying my eyes out. I'm always bawling like a baby at the end of the movie. And anyway, this last Christmas Eve, we got into it pretty late in the day because we had a lot going on for Christmas Eve. And anyway, I ended up falling asleep on the couch. We have this really comfortable reclining couch. You hit the button, it reclines. It's so comfy. And I always, yeah, amen, Michelle. Giving is always better than stealing, no doubt about it. And, so Anyway, you guys, good to see you, Tree Topper. Good to see you, Marilyn. Love you guys so much. I'm hoping that this is going to really help people to understand what we've got going on here, because we have something really special. And it's unfortunate that there's this entity that shouldn't even exist called the Fraud and Death Administration that makes it so we can't even tell the truth. But I can share my story. This is my story, and I'm going to show you what I did. And I'm going to tell you what happened, and I'm going to show you what I did. So I fell asleep on the couch that night on December 24th. I fell asleep on the couch, and I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning. Why did I know it was 1 o'clock in the morning? Because I have this little wristwatch on my wrist, and I always have it on. And so when I woke up on the couch asleep, I looked at my watch, and it was exactly 1 a.m. And I was like, I got to get up and go to bed. So what I did is I did what I always do. I have this little ritual that I do every night before I go to bed, every night. And, you know, this is what I do. You guys do whatever you want. This is up to you. I know that in the Kangen literature, it says not to drink this water, whatever. I don't care. I'm going to drink it. I drink it every single night. And I'm going to go through that ritual right here, right now, and show you what I did that morning at 1 a.m. Okay. I got up off the couch over there, and I came into here, and I fired up my con machine. One of the beautiful things about the K8, I'm going to actually turn this and show you guys the K8 right here. The cool thing about the K8, there's so many cool things about the K8. It is by far and away worth every penny of the extra $1,000 that it costs. But anyway, so I fired up my K8, and I hit this little button down here. The strong acidic. Jordana, will you please mute yourself? We'll talk after we're done. So anyway, here we are. I got my machine running. I hit my strong acidic button, and what I do is I fire it up, real strong flow. And if you do that right out of the chute, it tells you to decrease flow. That's what it's telling me right now. So I'm going to decrease the flow. I decrease that flow down to a nice slow flow. And then I start rubbing my fingers together under the water, and you will feel it go slippery. It literally goes slippery. Okay. And so now it's time. And then I always check down here under the bottom hose to see if I've got that yucky tasting hypochlorous acid water coming out the bottom. And I do. It's coming out. Everything's good. Okay, so this is what I do. This is my nighttime ritual before I go to bed every single night. I have this little 14-ounce glass mug right here. I always keep it right here next to my machine. This is what I do. Okay, I'm filling this baby all the way to the brim. And here we go. I'm going to guzzle it down. I refill. At the same time, I'm down here and I'm filling up my bottom one right here. This is the 2.5 hypochlorous acid that comes out the bottom. Out the top, we're getting an 11.5 strong acidic or strong alkaline water. Okay, I'm filling this baby up a second time. So this is going to total 28 ounces. Now I hit the different water, and this thing's going to go through a cleaning process. In the meantime, I am going to drink my other 14 ounces. Cons water, baby. Get it, drink it, live it. Woo-dee-woo! So that particular night, that particular morning, I should say, I woke up with this horrible sore throat. As soon as I got off the couch, I had this, like I touched my throat and it hurt. And then I like swallowed. I just swallowed the saliva that was in my mouth, and that hurt. And drinking those 2 glasses of water that hurt. Okay. So what I did is I drank those 2 glasses of water down, guzzled them down just like that, like I did last night, like I do every night. And then this little gem right here, baby, this is the magic. This right here, this is 2.5 pH hypochlorous acid water that is the most powerful disinfectant on the planet. Okay, and so what I did is I took a little drink of it like this. I'm not going to do exactly what I did because there's just no sense in it. But what I did is I gargled like that, and I tried to gargle for at least 30 seconds each time. And I tried to let that get down into my throat as far as I could until it made me like upchuck it. And I upchucked it into the sink, and I did it again. Spit it back out. Then I did it again. Ooh, that time I let it get in there and gave me the upchuck. But, and then, so I did that 3 times, you guys. And then the 4th time, I did this. I took a little bit smaller of a gulp. And I swallowed it down. And then what I did is I went to bed. That's what I did. I went to bed and I freaking slept like a rock for 5 hours. It's pretty much my standard thing. I sleep like a rock for 5 hours, and then I wake up, and if I got to get up, I get up. If I don't, I usually have to go take a pee, and I go back to sleep, whatever. Anyway, when I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning on Christmas morning, that sore throat was gone. It was gone, kids. Gone. I have no idea whether I had the coronavirus or not. I don't know. I had the symptoms of it. I had exactly what they say happens. And it lasted all of 5 hours, kids. 5 hours. So whatever. I'm not saying that this cured anything or whatever. You know, like I said at the very beginning, Kong's water doesn't cure anything. Nothing. This thing right here. This. Kong's water. Get it. Drink it. Live it. Hoo-dee-hoo. Okay, kids, I just had to share that with you. Love you. Get out there, change the world, starting with your own. And do not, whatever you do, kids, do not forget your hugs. Hoo-dee-hoo. Love you. Make it a great weekend. Bye for now.